Before sneaker deals became political and before the Jordan brand became gospel, these were the Dunks. And if you were from Michigan, these wasn't just sneakers. This was a declaration on loyalty. And today I'm telling the story of the Nike Dunks featuring the Michigan colorway from college courts to street kings and how I chased this pair for 40 freaking years. Stand by. Nike dropped the Dunks in 1985 as part of the Be True to Your School campaign. Each colorway matched a powerhouse college squad, but Michigan's Maize and Blue, that combo hit different. This was pre-Fab 5, but still postured with pride, power, and purpose. Now, you weren't just repping the Michigan Wolverines, you was representing the culture of college basketball. The Dunk wasn't high tech, no air bubble, no gimmicks, just clean lines, bold color blocking, and purpose. But it's that Maize and Blue colorway, baby, that pop of Wolverine pride that made them legendary. This wasn't just sneaker design, this was identity engineering. And when you wore these, you weren't flexing, you were declaring allegiance. And I definitely agree on that statement. Allegiance, baby. As for me, I wanted a pair bad back in the day, and they were always gone, either too rare or too expensive, or my size was always the one missing. Fast forward years later, I finally got the retros. And when I laced them up, it wasn't just about nostalgia. It was about completing a chapter in my sneaker journey. See, these sneakers bring me back to Saturdays watching college basketball on the west side of Detroit. Growing up a huge Michigan fan, 1985 was the first time I ever seen the Michigan Dunks with the Michigan Wolverines basketball players. Back in those days, everyone was rocking the same shoe. If your colors was red and white, your sneakers was red and white. None of this lime green, all this other stuff that goes on now. Brand loyalty. School color loyalty. I remember watching Antoine Joubert. They called him the judge. He was definitely rocking. Him and the whole Michigan Wolverines basketball squad was rocking the Dunks. Fast forward to now, everybody wants Dunks, the collabs, the resales, the bots. But back then, these were for real ones. The Michigan Dunks weren't hype fuel, they were earned. They weren't part of a raffle, they were part of a ritual. You showed up, put in the work, and hope your size was still on the shelf. And the Michigan Dunks are more than a sneaker. They're a timestamp before culture turned corporate, before sneakers turned stock market. There was school pride, hard work, and a dream of rocking something bold. To me, this isn't just a sneaker. It's a reminder of my past and who I was and where I was still headed. Freaking Michigan, man. Maize and Blue, baby. This whole color scheme brings back so many memories. Again, like I stated, I've chased this sneaker for years. Finally got a pair of freaking Michigan Dunks. Go Blue, baby. Let's go ahead and break this down. Now, this sneaker wasn't about innovation. It was about institution. Built to last and made to matter. Because back then, if your sneakers talked, it was with your presence and not the price tag. All right, y'all, I got a question. What sneaker have you been chasing for years and in the past you weren't able to buy it for whatever reason and you're still chasing it? Drop a comment in the comments. I definitely want to hear about that and the whole story behind it. Looking forward to seeing it. This has been another episode of the Nomad Cast Sneaker Stories, telling you stories that you forgot to remember. I'm your host, Big MSG. Until the next time. The Nike Dunks, man, 1985. They were a little different. The variations were a little different back then, but hey, man, old school at its best, baby.